Hello and welcome back to free Excel tutorial videos. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can work with the date functions in Microsoft Excel. Okay, so let's begin with the today function. Okay, this is a function. The today function is a function that will give you or return to you the current date. Okay, so let's type the function here today, and there is no arguments for this function. So if I just click enter, you can see that it gives me the date for today, which is 23rd of July. And when I open this same workbook tomorrow, I will get tomorrow's date. Okay, and next we have a similar function with today function, and it is called the now function. Let's come to this cell over here and type now. Okay, and function autocomplete, and you can see as well this function does not require any argument. So let's close parenthesis and click enter. So the now function will give me not only the date but also the current time. Okay, um, let's see what we have next. We have the date value function. Okay, and the date value function will convert the date to a serial number. Okay, um, if you look into my previous tutorial, I mentioned how Excel actually stores dates and times. So when you have a correct date entry, notice that they will align to the right. Okay, let me give you an example here. Let's put here 5/5, and I'm going to hit enter. And this, you see, this is not a date entry. This is a text entry. Okay, so it aligns to the left. Okay, so if the data or the value aligns to the left, it is a text. Okay, if it aligns to the right, it is a date what do you call it, a date entry. Okay, like what I have here and here. Okay, so um, with the date value function, we can change the value of the date and change it to a text serial. Okay, let's see how it works. So date value, yep, and I'm going to point to this date over here, close parenthesis and hit enter. So it gives me an error. I'm not sure. So let's come here. I see. Okay, let's come over here, equals date value, the date text. Okay, so let's type here, and you have to use the text, not an actual date. Okay, so to use the date function, you need to use the date value with the date text. So what I did just now is I put in the text which is already in the date format. Okay, so what you need is you need to have a text a date in text format. In other words, it aligns to the left. Okay, and then if you click enter, you will get the date value and the time. Okay, and this one, let's see, it automatically gives me that here is the serial number for this date. Okay, as you can see, date value refer to this cell, and this is the serial number that the date value function has given me, and I'm going to change this format to a short date, and we have the format which is the same as the date on the right here. Okay, now then we have the date function. The date function returns the serial number of the date. Okay, simple enough. So it supplies us the, it will give what you call it, this function will give us the serial number of the date. Okay, when you supply the arguments for the day, the month, and the year. Okay, so let's see, equals date. So you see we have the year, month, and day. So let me use the function argument dialog box. Okay, so here I can enter the year, point to this cell over here, the months here, and the day here. So we will get the the date for this, the month, the year, the month, and the days that we entered. In fact, it is supposed to be in a general form, which is the serial number form. Okay, but I previously have already configured this cell to have a date format, so that's why the result gave us um, the result in dates. So let's format this cell. Clear, cancel. Let's clear this cell, clear all. Okay, and start over, equals dates. Okay, function argument, put the year here, the month, and the day. Okay, and we will get the dates. Okay, and now we also have additional date functions that you have to activate from the analysis toolpack add-in. Okay, if you need to activate the toolpack add-in, just go to the Excel button and go to the Excel options, and over here in add-ins you have the ads in here, and if you click go, you will have all this. Okay, so make sure that you have the check mark and then you click OK. All right, so I already have it. So let's take a look at two of the date function that we frequently use. Okay, the first one is the workday function. Okay, this will turn a serial date when a project will end. Okay, so, and this excludes the weekends and also the optional holidays. So here I have the starting date, and I have here how many days I will be working. So let's come here and use um, the workday function. So equals workday. Okay. So I'm going to use Control A. So I can use the start date is here, and the working days is 15, and the third argument is an optional argument, and I can include holidays, but I'm just going to ignore that and click OK. So I will get this serial number, and if I change it to the date format, I will get the end date of the project. So I started the project on the 1st of May, and I'll be working 15 days, and excluding holidays and weekends, I will end the project in the 22nd of May. Okay, so this workday function will give you the end date of a project that you are working on, if you have the start date and also the amount of days you will be working. Okay, another date function that we frequently use is the network days function. This function is often confused with the workday function, and with this function, the network days function, it will tell you the amount of days that you actually work. So you need a start date and you need an end date. Okay, so with this function I can find out how many days I actually work. Okay, so let's type in formula network days, use the control A, and the start date will be this one, the end date will be this one, and click OK. So the amount of days that I work in between the 1st of May and the 12th of August is 74 days. Okay, so the network days give you the amount of days that you work, excluding the weekends and public holidays. Okay, so this is just a few of the main date functions that you will probably use the most with Excel. Okay, so that's it for this video. I will see you in the next video.